Hey, what is up, everybody? Welcome back to Forever Wrestling. I am Levi, alongside with...
The final boss. I'm just kidding, ladies and gentlemen. It's not the final boss. I wish it was the final boss, but it's Big G, El Enemigo, in the house. What it do, what it be, what is going on, everybody? We are back with another wrestling podcast. Episode
The final boss has not
43.
shown up
I am
this
the final
road to
boss, you twat.
WrestleMania.
I am
No.
the final boss. Damn.
No, we need the true final boss to show up now.
What world were we living in, huh? We really didn't know how good we had it last year until now. We had the final boss showing up every week.
We took advantage last year.
The road to WrestleMania was absolutely crazy.
I mean, we still got 2 more SmackDowns before WrestleMania, right? He could show up then, but I doubt it. But I don't know.
No, because the other day you were complaining and you're like, this story doesn't need the final boss. We can't rely on the final boss.
We can't rely on the final boss every road to WrestleMania.
No,
we can't.
WrestleMania 39 did not have the final boss, and I was more excited for that than this WrestleMania.
That's true story, but it's because we got too much of a high from the final boss. So we're in the what's the drug terminology?
It's not the final boss.
We're in the withdrawal stage right now.
It's not the final boss. That's not why it was so peak.
Okay, why? What was it?
It was the Bloodline storyline. It didn't need the final boss, but it was all about that Bloodline storyline. Because you go way back to WrestleMania 39, we had that Bloodline storyline. That's why it was so peak as well. If you remember, that night one of WrestleMania, it was main evented by the Usos and then Sammy and KO. Like, that was one of the best matches ever too. For like tag teams, that was the first time in history that a tag team main events WrestleMania.
Well, so you're saying we're having withdrawals from the Bloodline storyline?
Yes, we are. Man, that was the first fight of Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns. And then we had other stories. Like, we had one of the best women's matches at WrestleMania between Charlotte Flair and Rhea Ripley.
That was a very good match.
That WrestleMania had the first time, Dominic Mysterio versus Rey Mysterio, father versus son.
Everyone was excited for that.
We got
to see some whipping on there.
John Cena versus Austin Theory. Just John Cena showing up, though, it's like, that was a plus. Like, having a match at WrestleMania.
I guess so.
Brock Lesnar was there.
We need Brock back. It's not the same WrestleMania.
Seth Rollins versus Logan Paul.
Brock.
That was better.
Logan Paul kind of did this road to WrestleMania, bro. I'm not excited.
Logan is not going to hit like it did back then. Like Seth.
I'm not excited to see that match.
What else did we have? I can't remember everything. Unfortunately, come on, remember. Trish Stratus was there. Lita was there.
In WrestleMania 39.
Yeah, buddy. That was
Edge.
Remember?
Edge versus Finn.
Edge Hogan versus Finn Balor. It was a great match. Yeah. Unfortunately, the result is not what we wanted, but it was still a great match.
It should have ended with Finn on top.
You see, like, that was such a good one. Oh, do you remember that tag team match between all the tag teams in the beginning? It was like a fatal 4-way or something like that, and they had some crazy spots.
Yeah.
Shane McMahon returned.
Last year's tag team match was kind of better, in my opinion, though.
Well, yeah, because I think that if I remember correctly, WrestleMania 39, it was like a showcase match. I don't think it was for the champion. No, it wasn't, because they were unified. That's why they had that. Because the Usos,
they were.
Yeah, the Usos had both of them, so that was just kind of like a showcase tag team match. Was actually really impressive. And then last year, finally, is when we split up the title, so we had that crazy ladder match. You see, we're talking.
I'm glad they got rid of the Raw and SmackDown.
But now we got to talk about this WrestleMania. And this WrestleMania, even though we're like 2 weeks away, literally, like, this WrestleMania is not shaping up to be what I expected.
No, we haven't even really talked about it with our friends.
It was supposed to be the biggest WrestleMania thus far.
Last year,
they were hyping it up.
Before we went to Philly, we were always in the group chat just talking about it, excited for this trip. This year, we haven't done that once.
It's in Vegas, and I don't feel the hype.
I don't feel the hype, bro.
There's going to be a couple of bangers in the card, of course, but I feel like the whole show overall has yet to really shape up to be like what I expected, and like I don't even know
Jimmy, moving on to the Jay and Gunther storyline. Jimmy single-handedly saved that storyline.
That
He
is
made it better.
that was what it was calling for weeks. I've been saying it on the pod for weeks now. The only way the storyline's gonna get me back in is that they got to do something crazy. They got to bring in like a Jimmy, and I was like, they got to make him bleed, and everything I exactly said happened. That's the only
Yep.
way to save it, and they did it, and it's saved now.
Dude, it was disgusting. Gunther had blood all over him,
That
dude.
was
He even licked
Gunther.
it on his
That was
fingers.
disgusting. That part where he licked it, I was like, okay,
Gross.
you cochino, you sucio, what are you
He knows how to make
doing?
good TV, though.
That was amazing, and I mean, it's
I
saved,
think that's the most monstrous I've seen Gunther in his whole career.
and that's really unfortunate because if he loses, like this is like the best heel thing he could have done, and we could have maybe continued him as a heel run, but it's looking like Jey Uso is gonna be the underdog that takes it home.
Jay's gonna win. Jay's gonna win. Jay's gonna win. And
A guy that can't live up to his name in main event WrestleMania is gonna be a champ.
ooh,
How do you
he can
feel?
he can main event things afterwards though. He's got to earn that main event name back first.
He won Royal Rumble, and his name is main event Jey Uso, and he couldn't even main event night 1 of WrestleMania.
Well, we can't all get what we want, can we?
Well, I didn't want it. You wanted it, and you always glaze Jey Uso like he's the main event star you think he is.
It's because I know he's got something there. He just needs to work on it
You
more.
see what happened?
What?
What happened to your boy main event Jay? He ain't so main event no more.
He's about to be though when he gets that title.
He's probably still not gonna main.
He's gonna show
He's
you.
probably
He's
still
gonna
not gonna main
silence
event.
you, the hater.
When is he
He's
gonna
gonna
main event
silence
a
the
big
hater.
PLE? Is he gonna main event SummerSlam? No.
He could. He
Is he
could.
gonna main event WrestleMania? No. Is he gonna main event
He
Backlash?
could.
No.
He could.
Main event Money in the Bank? No.
Well, no, that's the Money in Bank. You can't
Is he
main
gonna
event.
main event a
Money in
Raw? Maybe.
the Bank. Oh wow. Hey, main event. Main event is main event. You get what you can take,
No, he's cool.
or you take what you can get.
Yeah, that's just it's really funny that it's main event Jay and he couldn't even main event. But we all know it's because the big dog Roman Reigns
He's gonna
is part
silence
of
your
WrestleMania.
hating ass one day.
Hating.
He's gonna silence you.
Why? He's gonna main event WrestleMania next year? Yeah,
Maybe.
right. No,
Don't
he's not.
dog him out, bro. Don't
Well,
dog him out,
I
bro.
like Jey Uso, but I'm just saying he's not main event. And
Although
I'm
I've
sure
been hearing some people on the internet saying maybe we should have pushed Jimmy instead.
No
What's your thoughts on that?
way.
I'm just saying. Some people think he's better on the mic and he looks better in the ring, but I'm just saying.
They're literally like the same thing. They have like the same moves and everything. I don't know what people are saying.
I don't know why the move thing I don't get, but sometimes Jimmy is a little better on the mic.
It just depends as well because sometimes when you let them be a little bit more themselves, they go into more of like the heel like promos, and that's when they do better. That's when they thrive. Because when
I
you
think
try
they
to
need to
have
let-
Jey Uso be super babyface, that kind of just limits his promo game as well.
Jay and Jimmy are more like they're better in the gray area where they're not really babyface, they're not really heel
When
either.
you let them beat Uso Penitentiary Usos, like that's when they really, cook on the mic. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's
Oh,
heel.
rated R. That's when they do good when they're heel.
Oh, but he's a babyface right now, so it's
Just remember
hard.
when they were on Bloodline. When
I
were
know
heel, they were
they
so
did great
good.
in the bloodline, but like, how do you make someone a heel and a babyface at the same time?
I don't know, but I don't like how
I guess
Jimmy's
Roman's
taking over.
kind of doing it right.
I don't like how Jimmy's using the yeet because
Why?
I feel like he needs to be his own person. He shouldn't be doing what his brother's doing. Like he shouldn't be using the yeet because
He needs to come up with his own gimmick.
well, yeah, his own thing, so he can become a single star. I don't want him to piggyback off of Jey Uso and to start doing the yeet on SmackDown because they
Yeah, I
already
see what you mean.
talk trash on them for being so similar and everything. And whenever Big Jim, went heel, it didn't work out.
I'm having hope that like Jay's holding back his new move set for WrestleMania. I'm holding out that he's gonna show us something new. He's gonna wow our minds.
You really think so?
Yeah, I hope so.
You
dude.
hope
I hope
so?
I hope so.
You know what you're
It's
gonna have
time
to wait
for
and see.
something new. 2 weeks away.
2 weeks.
3 weeks away.
3 weeks for WrestleMania, but 2
3
weeks till
weeks,
we leave. So it just feels like 2 weeks.
2.5
We got a couple
weeks.
couple of Raws left. 2 more Raws, 3 more
And I don't think
SmackDowns.
John Cena is going to show up at
Yeah,
any of them.
yeah. What the heck? Why is John Cena? Why he says see you at WrestleMania? That's messed up. You tell me you wouldn't have to wait almost 3 weeks to see John Cena?
Like, we're not even going to get him at least the Raw before. We're just going to see him end it off with a crossroads from Cody, and that's it.
Yeah, like where John Cena's not going to retaliate. John Cena's not going to do anything.
Unless they're keeping like some sort of secret, like they did at Elimination Chamber, where The Rock
Well, I
is
mean,
going to show up with Travis again.
maybe we don't need The Rock to show up, but maybe John Cena should give us a surprise and show up and do something like that to Cody, like the Final Boss did last year.
Yeah. I hope
Just
so,
because
dude.
he's not announced doesn't mean he won't show up. Everybody
Because what's Cody
assumes.
going to do those 2 weeks? He just crossroads John Cena, and then all he's going to do is talk about that.
Same
And
thing
now
he
he's going to be
does
like,
every
"See, I can
SmackDown.
do
He just goes out there and he's like, "Yo, London, what do you want to talk about?" And then he just talks
just
a little bit about
promo
John
after
Cena,
promo after
and then
promo."
he gets interrupted by people, just like on SmackDown. He got interrupted by Randy Orton, the Legend Killer.
But
And
man, was it
boom.
nice to see. What?
I said, and boom,
Oh,
Randy Orton.
we're moving on to Randy Orton now. Big dog Randy Orton.
Randy Orton. He told Cody, man, he's coming. He's coming for that 15th at some point. He ain't gonna stab him in the back either. He's gonna tell him straight up, like, I'm coming for this.
That's what they always say, but then they end up stabbing them in the back. It depends on how heel Randy becomes.
It depends if Kevin Owens actually takes Randy to the extreme and makes heel Randy come back. That's what we need.
And or if Cody goes heel.
I don't think Cody's gonna go heel. Dude, they literally took the biggest babyface in history and had him go heel to put over Cody Rhodes. Cody's not going heel anytime soon. He's the biggest babyface, man.
How much longer do you think he can carry it, though?
It's gonna be a while, dude. We're looking at potential rivalries between Randy, and then Drew McIntyre says he also wants to come out. So there's another rivalry right there for Cody Rhodes. So I think Cody's gonna hold it till next WrestleMania at this point.
You think they're gonna give him a 3-year reign?
3 years. This is only 1 year.
Or I mean, 2-year reign. My bad. You right. It's because I'm thinking like 2024, 2025, and then 2026.
There's still so many feuds he can have, so I don't see why not.
But then, does that mean John Cena's gonna go after Jay instead?
Why does John Cena have to win Cody's champion? He doesn't have to win Cody's championship.
I feel like it makes it better, though.
John Cena doesn't need to go after Jay because Jay's not going to hold it that long.
Ooh, that's what you think. What if they let him hold it that long?
He's not holding. You want to bet? He's not holding it until next WrestleMania.
It depends on how good he gets. You can't say, well, I don't know until next WrestleMania.
I'll delete this channel if Jay Uso makes it to next
delete
WrestleMania.
This channel?
Yeah.
Why? Why, bro? Why do you hate Jay so much?
I don't hate him. I said I like him. But I'm realistic.
What's your deal?
We can't have 2 long-term champs.
Why not?
I just no opportunity for all these amazing wrestlers.
Like who?
Like who?
Yeah.
Braun
Breaker.
Gunther. Gunther is not. Gunther can obviously get it back, dude. He doesn't. He can get it back whenever he wants. Drew McIntyre, CM Punk, Seth Rollins, Damian Priest. LA Knight could leave the United States Championship scene and try to get the World Heavyweight.
Not Damian Priest. I'll accept any of the others.
No, I'm just saying there's all these other stars that we have. Logan Paul.
No. Logan don't deserve it. Not yet. He's still got a long ways to go.
Jacob Fatu.
There we go.
Randy could go for the World Heavyweight instead of the WWE. KO. Sami Zayn.
I think Jacob Fatu should be shot straight up to the world titles rather than the mid card.
Nah, way. Not Jacob Fatu.
Yes.
There's only one man that should get straight into the main event scene, shot up just like that. Like, make
Aleister
him
Black.
world champion right now.
Aleister Black.
Gracias, el grande
Oh.
americano. You should have saw that coming. Come on, Levi. You fell for that.
Get that crap out of
El
here.
grande americano.
Do you think he gets unmasked
Best
next week? It's in his
luchador.
hometown.
No. I don't think he's getting
No?
unmasked anytime soon. Honestly, remember what I said. We got 2 weeks, so we got time to make this mask versus mask match at WrestleMania versus Ray.
I guess so.
Something's gotta happen.
I guess it would make it better to unmask him at WrestleMania.
Yeah, there's gotta be
It'd go
some
for a
sort of
much
big
bigger
climax
moment.
to this, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I sneeze.
And then they could have had like another match in Mexico. If only Backlash was in Mexico, dude.
Get over
Come
it, Ari.
on.
Get over it.
Come
It's
on,
over.
no, because there's so many missed opportunities with this.
No,
That's crazy.
WWE doesn't like Mexicans, okay? They don't like Mexico. They don't want us. They don't want a PLE over there.
Andrade, which they haven't used in a
Andrade,
while.
you see, they don't like Mexicans. They're not even using them.
Rey Mysterio, Dragon Lee, Dom Mysterio, Ray Phoenix is coming in.
It's getting close.
Penta.
Before you know it, we'll have a Mexico PLE. Because Rey Mysterio
Carlito
deserves
gets
to be
TV
there.
time, but that's only because of Judgment Day.
Carlito's not Mexican, dude.
Oh, no, he's not Mexican. You're
He's
right.
Puerto
My bad.
Rican.
My
He's a
bad.
Latino.
He's a
But yeah, we got a
Latino.
lot of Hispanics out there in WWE right now. But yeah, we're getting Ray Phoenix, so that'll be interesting to see how he fits into the SmackDown roster. Do you think he gets the same push as his brother Penta on Raw?
But why are... I would like to say yes. I hope so, because it can't be a slap in the face.
Right now,
But it also depends on how good they use him.
They're going to have him in separate brands. Makes me feel like maybe we will get that Penta IC champ. Because maybe they don't want to put them together yet. So maybe they have big plans for Penta on the Raw roster. And we can automatically put Ray Phoenix into the United States Championship. Huh?
It depends on who they put him against and how well they use him over there.
Because Ray can get into the mid-card scene. And then Aleister Black, he could be into the main event scene if they use him right. And Triple H is a huge Aleister Black fan. So
2 SmackDowns away from his WWE debut, I'm feeling like. Because when they do the promo video, the last one was 4. And then this time you saw the number 3. So next one will probably be 2 and then 1. And then after next one will be 2 and then 1.
Is that what you think it means?
Do you think he debuts the SmackDown before WrestleMania? There's no way.
That would be nice. That would be
Would
nice.
it? Well, I mean, last week in the video it had the Roman numeral 4, and then this one it had 3. So I'm assuming that
2.
So I'm assuming that's how many left until he debuts.
It's 2, and then next week 1. So yeah, that would be the SmackDown right before WrestleMania.
Yeah, in Las Vegas.
Would be lit. We would get to see that happen.
Interesting. But Ray Phoenix debuts next week, right?
Yeah, it's official. Ray's coming next week.
Ugh, I wonder who his first opponent's going to be.
Well, give us something good because SmackDown's slacking.
I bet it's going to be one Santos Escobar or one of the Legado guys.
Why? Why are you doing this already?
I don't know.
Just like they always do in WWE. You see, you're brain rotted by WWE. You're already pitting him against another Mexican.
No, because I can already tell Santos is going to go up to him and offer him a spot in the team, and Ray's going to reject it, and then boom, match.
You're just like Triple H. You brain rotted.
Just because I know how he thinks. I know what they're going to do.
Putting Mexicans against Mexicans, that's what they always
do. That's what they always do. That's why I'm saying that.
Yeah, and we got to change that. They didn't do that with Penta.
No, they didn't. Who was Penta's first match? I forgot. It was it Chad Gable? No, it wasn't Chad Gable.
Yeah, because it was the whole luchador. He can't beat luchadors or something like that. It was Chad Gable right after the first Netflix on Raw.
But if they don't do that, okay, then who should his first opponent be?
Ray Phoenix?
Yeah. If it's not going to be Santos or one of the Legado guys.
Give me like LA Knight.
Just he'll probably come in.
They're probably going to do the same thing they do as with Penta. So they got to give somebody that can job. So I don't know, man. From the SmackDown roster right now. Because he's got to get the dub on the first night.
Obviously.
I don't know.
See, who else you gonna put him against?
Carmelo Hayes, The Miz.
Carmelo Hayes. Like, okay, you saved it with that one. You saved it with that one.
They always jobbing out there too, The Miz and Carmelo. Unfortunately,
An-
they don't got nothing for them anymore.
Andrade kind of seems like he might be going on a little. I don't know if he's going on a heel soon.
Maybe was he
It's
even
me
on
that vibe.
SmackDown?
No, he went on this last SmackDown. He's
That's what I
probably not
thought.
going to
He's
show up
probably
again
not going to show
until
up till he's
after
honestly
WrestleMania.
probably going to wait for the draft. They're probably
Yeah,
going to
honest.
move him to somewhere else so he can do something else.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't see they're not doing anything with him right now.
Who do you think Aleister Black's first opponent is going to be?
Somebody like a big star, maybe. Maybe like
So,
a Drew
like
McIntyre afternoon, or maybe like a Strowman, or
Damien,
LA
maybe.
Knight, or Damien as well.
Do you think they're going to put him in the mid card, or is he going to go straight up to the?
Nah, honestly, you got to keep him in the mid card. I backtrack what I said earlier. Put him in the main event. It's hard to put him in the main event. You can put him in the main event scene, yeah, but you can't have him go after Cody yet.
Why not?
There's so much more worthy people, man. Drew McIntyre had like the biggest year of them all, so he probably honestly he deserves to go after Cody Rhodes. Randy or Drew is like the next in line for Cody, honestly.
It'll honestly
Unfortunately,
probably be
it depends. Because what if they gave Damian Priest the win at WrestleMania? That would be messed up. And they might want to see Damian versus Cody, but I don't want to see it. But I don't know. They might give it to him.
I don't want to see Damien versus Cody. Damien kind of needs to revamp like Rhea does.
I just think Drew McIntyre deserves to win. You know, even this last SmackDown, I mean, Damian stood on top. Damian destroyed Drew. He chokeslammed him through the windshield. We still got 2 weeks. 3 SmackDowns, actually. So, I mean, yeah, it could go back and forth. But I just think Drew needs to win at WrestleMania more than Damian. Damian had a great year, too. But, like, Drew's better, man.
I don't see them giving him a championship in a while either.
Who, Drew?
Yeah.
Why not? Did you not see this interview out there where they asked him if he had something planned with the final boss, and he said yes, but he can't say what. So I think maybe what if he teams up with the final boss, sells his soul, so he can beat Cody. He can be the one to beat Cody, get the championship.
Yeah, but it's probably not going to happen this year.
Why not?
Because that means the final boss has to show up.
You don't have that much time. You never know.
What do you mean?
We can't wait another 1 year, 2 years to see Drew McIntyre.
You literally just said earlier that Cody's probably going to keep it for 1 more year. So what is it? Is he keeping it 1 more year? Is he losing it this year?
Why does he have to be Cody? It could be moving back to Raw. You never know.
What?
You never know what could happen. He could move him back to Raw and get the World Heavyweight. He could dethrone Jay.
Oh, well, it's because we were talking about Cody. I thought you meant he was going to go after Cody.
Well,
But I guess, yeah, he can go back and...
He deserves like a main event champ.
Obviously, he's going to get a championship this year.
No, there's no
or at least
obviously
I hope so.
either.
I cross my fingers he does.
There's no obviously
because
in WWE. Everything changes day by day.
He's been an MVP in the men's roster for sure.
Because you gotta also remember, CM Punk is still owed a favor, and CM Punk still deserves to be a world heavyweight champ.
What is the favor? I want to know. If it's not WrestleMania main event, what is the favor? What are your thoughts? I've been trying to think about it all day since watching Raw.
It can literally
what
be
the favor
anything.
Or SmackDown, not Raw.
Maybe the favor is to leave Roman Reigns.
The favor is to leave Roman Reigns
and join
to
him.
take his wise man away.
That could be the favor.
Nah, because you said last week you don't want CM Punk to be with Paul Heyman again.
I don't, but that could be the favor now that we got that out of the way. We got the main event out of the way, and it wasn't the favor. What else could it be? Another favor? What else? I guess the favor could be make him get a championship match, maybe. But no, that sounds too like not. They've been hyping up this favor too much. It needs to be something huge.
No, it's something that's gonna hurt Roman because Paul Heyman looks upset every time CM Punk brings up the favor. So it's got to be something that hurts Roman.
He's gonna betray Roman Reigns. He's gonna leave, not necessarily to join CM Punk, but he's gonna leave Roman Reigns.
It could end up being that, yeah.
And Roman's gonna take a big sabbatical again.
come back as but his own this time. I think it's time. I think Roman could pull it off by himself now.
Yeah,
You don't need the wise man
Roman's
no more.
losing at WrestleMania.
CM Punk's gonna win. Yeah, he's
CM
definitely
Punk's
gonna get the
winning.
push. And then
Roman's
Seth could
taking
also
a
take
big
a bit of
break.
a
Seth could benefit from a break.
yeah.
CM Punk wants to probably get that push to become champ one last time, so he's gonna go all in after WrestleMania.
He's probably only got
I think it's
one
only right that at
championship reign left.
WrestleMania, Paul Heyman hits Roman in the balls, betrays him, and then that'd be crazy. Roman Reigns
I
takes a
guess
big
you
break.
imagine that.
Paul Heyman has to find a new young prodigy to align with. Maybe we get Braun Breaker to turn heel and align with Paul Heyman. Who else could be a Paul Heyman guy?
Right now,
Yeah, right now at the
there's
top of your head.
honestly no one else that I could think of.
It's because we've always
That
talked
gives
about
me like,
Braun being the Paul Heyman guy.
well, he's the
But
only one that
honestly,
really
it
gives
could
me.
be anyone.
Uh,
No, because he could literally bring someone up from NXT and he could be the Paul Heyman guy for them.
oh yeah,
You know,
who could be the Paul Heyman guy though? Obafemi does give me a little bit
no.
of Paul Heyman guy vibes, but he's not gonna be a Paul Heyman guy.
But if you want to shoot
Trick
someone
Williams,
to the stars,
Trick Williams. What about
Braun
him?
Breaker's the guy to do it. Nah, not Trick. I don't think Trick's actually main event worthy in the main roster.
Interesting.
I think you
Really,
do
the
it
only
to
one, honestly, is Braun.
Braun or Carmelo Hayes. That's it. Could be his big break. But to me, it just fits better being. I heard that they have really good relationship. Braun and Paul. And Paul's been helping Braun a lot, like behind the scenes and stuff. So I think it'd be perfect.
I think they're a
Because I
perfect
think
fit.
it's perfect for Braun to lose it at WrestleMania. He's had it since SummerSlam. He got one, and then he lost it to Jay, but then got it back. So I think it'd be perfect time for him to lose it at WrestleMania. Give it to someone like Penta or Dom. Get Braun and shoot him to the stars.
This looks like it's gonna be like a. Ooh, what if it's a fatal 4-way
For what?
for the IC belt?
Oh yeah, it's definitely gonna be that. Especially after this last Raw where Liv is like, Dom, like you gotta get your title match too. Like you won too.
You put in the work too.
I'm gonna go talk to Adam Pearce. So I think
Everyone needs to live in their life.
it's
That's such a
definitely
supportive girlfriend.
looking up. It's like it's gonna be Finn, Finn, Dominic, Braun, and Penta, and maybe just maybe we get that fifth somehow in there, like 5 or 6. I don't think it will happen, but it would be the cherry on top if we could get Ludwig and Sheamus in there. But I just don't see it happening. But I feel like it's Sheamus.
If you put Sheamus in the match, he has to win,
and that's fine. He can win, and then he could lose it fast. And
but he hasn't shown up once on this road to WrestleMania.
What if he shows up and absolutely destroys someone and like kind of turns heel and he's like, I want this match. I want to be in this match now. I deserve this. Like he turns heel and like, you get what I'm
But if Sheamus isn't in it, who's winning?
Penta.
You think they're ready to give Penta a championship?
Yeah. You got to capitalize with Iron Tom, man. How many times have we
said
seen
that with
case?
Jay too, but how long has it taken them?
How many? That's exactly. They got to learn from their mistakes. How many times have it been so hot and they don't do it? LA Knight should have won Money in the Bank. He didn't do it. Jey Uso could have won Money in the Bank. Didn't do it. They got to capitalize while it's hot because then later we're going to be like, no, we don't want this anymore. And they're going to be trying to give it to us.
There was another person that they took too long giving something to. I just had it in my head and I forgot.
Should have won at Saturday Night's main event when he was hot. Because now we went through so many weeks of us being like, we're not feeling it. And then just now, finally, we're starting to feel it again. But it's like, oh, man, this guy is 0-3 against this guy. It's still like,
Yeah, that was a big... They shouldn't have put Jay against Gunther at Saturday Night's main event. They should have... They actually probably shouldn't have put Jay against Gunther at all up until now.
Jay could have...
This road to WrestleMania.
Jay could have won against somebody else at WrestleMania. He could have had a banger with someone else at WrestleMania. Like if he would have won. It didn't have to be Jay Gunther. Like if Jay would have became champ earlier, there were so many options on the table for Jay. And Gunther could have had like a match with Logan Paul or AJ Styles, or It could have been the Gunther John Cena, like we said. Like it's just, I think they were over. This storyline was obviously it took way too long. Like this better end at WrestleMania. I don't want to see them fighting after WrestleMania again.
After maybe Gunther's ready for a break. He might take a break after WrestleMania.
He's been working really hard, so maybe maybe you're right. Maybe Gunther loses and takes a huge break.
If these older guys need to take a step down, let the bigger dogs get a TV time.
Gunther's not old, but
Younger dogs.
He's been on the tops for so long. He literally went
Well,
straight from IC to World Heavyweight. Like, give this guy a break. Let these young or
he's been champion surely about 90% of his career now.
I think they said like he's been champion like 80% of his career.
Last time they mentioned it was like 70 something, so it's probably 80 something now.
Yeah, so I'm like, yeah, get this dog out of here. We got so many other stars that deserve to be in the main event scene as well.
Ron Breakker, Dom's been putting in a lot of work.
Yeah, Dom's not World Heavyweight Championship material yet. Dom, dude, they should have capitalized when he was hot too, when he was the biggest heel on Raw, and they should have made him champ. Now, is he even heel?
Is he? It kind of seems like they're trying to make him babyface.
Sometimes people kind of like him, you know.
It kind of looks like they're trying to build like a future Finn versus Dom storyline.
We like Liv Morgan and Dom. We like them.
And I want that Liv Elisa from Italy.
No. Dude, that was crazy. That was actually pretty sick.
I bet they gave it to her too. I bet she has it in her house now.
I hope so. I would keep that if I got one like that. But yeah. All right, let's move on to another WrestleMania storyline going on right now with the rookie, the Barbie, Tiffany Stratton versus the women's GOAT, Charlotte Flair. Finally, Tiffany finally hit a good one on Charlotte, man.
She practiced a little bit. She
finally one-upped her.
She took the loss from the week before and learned from it.
She took that on the chin and she learned from it and she came back with a vengeance. And then Tiffany was right, if she loses, she's just a rookie. It's been on the brand for a year. She loses to the best women's of all time. But if she wins, she's got way more to gain. She just beat Charlotte, the GOAT of women.
Exactly.
So she's hit it right on the spot.
If she beats Charlotte, she's definitely gonna. I think that already gives her like a Hall of Fame career right there.
But then she made me second guess myself when she said it like too. I'm like, oh no, what if Charlotte is gonna win? Because she is the best, and it wouldn't hurt Tiffy that much because she is a rookie. She's only been here for a year.
One thing I think WWE is doing right is they're doing a lot better of not letting us know who's gonna win. They're not giving us any like 100% certainty
on certain matches.
On Jey Uso and Gunther, you can obviously tell who's gonna win. Cody and John Cena.
No, you don't know Cody, John Cena. That one's literally up in the air.
That one's up in the air. Charlotte and Tiffany's up in the air. Drew and Damian, you could probably really tell them.
That's up in the air too. You never know what they do with those guys. So? Yeah.
I really think they let Drew win.
Yeah, we want Drew. You see, that's the problem. What if they turn Damian Priest heel again and they have Damian?
We've seen Damian heel before. I don't want to see it no more.
I'm just saying, that one's still kind of up in the air. The women's is way up in the air, too, that triple threat.
Is it? I guess, because the fans still love Rhea. Yeah, they love
and they made Rhea look way too dominant in that main event. Mm-hmm. That was disrespectful to Io Sky, in my opinion.
They kind of nerfed Bianca a little bit there, too.
Well, it was disrespectful,
letting Rhea take her out like that.
Io Sky's the champ, and they made her look so bad.
Well, yeah, but that tends to happen. They always make the one we love look bad, and the other one.
That's terrible. That's just disrespectful what they're doing to Io. They're going to give her the champ. Don't make her look this bad. They kind of just have her like being the little side thing, man. Little side piece right there.
What if she ends up winning at WrestleMania?
I hope.
What if she's looking so bad right now and then she picks up the win? So.
I want Io Sky to keep that record against Rhea.
You want Io? And then one day later on down the line, they could do like an even bigger match. Yeah. Maybe Rhea wins, or maybe Rhea never beats Io.
As long as Rhea loses at WrestleMania, I'm happy.
So you either want Bianca or Io,
Yes.
but Io be the better option, no?
I want Io as my number 1, and then Bianca my number 2. But as long as Rhea loses, that's fine.
Wow. Mm,
Yes, I'm a
I could
Rhea
accept.
hater, man. I'm a Rhea hater.
You're not. You are a Rhea hater.
I am a Rhea hater now. She's just.
I wouldn't say I'm not a Rhea hater. I love Rhea, but she definitely. I don't know. She's just not hitting the same anymore.
She never did.
To me, she did,
At
but
one point, maybe, but like when you really think about it and you look back at it, when did she actually have amazing storylines? Never.
that's not really her fault, though.
Did she have good matches? Yes, but did she have amazing storylines? No.
That's not
She
her
literally
fault.
had a storyline would live for like a year. That was way overplayed.
Like that, yeah, but that's because Triple H never gave her anyone good.
Yeah, can you even name me like some good storylines from Rhea? Or
From
some
no,
good
we've had this
feuds, some
conversation
good
before. There
feuds
are
that she
none.
had during her 2 title reigns.
Well, we already had this conversation. There are none. But I'm saying
Exactly.
it's not her fault.
Good match, yes. When she beat
Partly,
Charlotte for
yes.
WrestleMania, it was good.
Partly, yes, it is her fault. But it's also the creative team of WWE not giving her any good opponents or like moving her away from the championship onto something else first. Or it probably would have been a lot better if they like made her lose a lot more instead of being dominant the whole way through.
Exactly. That's why I want her to lose.
You're tired of the dominant.
I'm tired of Rhea Ripley.
Ooh, what if she's the one to get close to Charlotte's record
Honestly, I don't think
for
anybody's
title
getting
reign?
close to Charlotte's record.
Why not?
Not anytime soon. Dude, it's
I guess it is still pretty new. It is
it's
still
like
pretty
a
new.
good and bad in a way. Because when you really think about it, sure, John Cena's about to like win 17, but that just means he had a bunch of short reigns. So the title was kind of just bouncing around, which sometimes is not good TV when it's just bouncing around.
I don't know how they did it back then. He really did take
Well, it's
the shit
because
they
he
gave him
carried
and
the
made it good.
he carried the
Yeah,
company.
yeah,
And he
yeah.
was the only guy that could really credibly be the main guy. So like they were bouncing around the title, and he would always end up winning it back. Just like
Dude,
Charlotte.
Cody did go hard on him though. John Cena tried to bury him, but I feel like Cody kept his own against John Cena.
No,
He didn't let him bury him.
Cody was a monster on the mic, man. He held it up, man. Everybody assumed John was gonna bury, but maybe he was still held back a little, because I know John could absolutely destroy.
Oh, John could have done a lot
But
worse.
after weeks, we finally got what we wanted. We wanted him to go 1v1 on the mic, and
Dude, I couldn't believe
there was
this
no
is the
dick in the
first time
jorts, man.
this this was the first time in I can't remember how long someone referenced Vince McMahon within the company. In a promo, no less.
Vince McMahon, AEW. Cody said he started the company. Oh, I thought it was so funny when John Cena said stealing money from billionaires.
Stealing money. Oh,
Billionaires'
like
kids, because Tony Khan's the kid, the son of a billionaire.
yeah, yeah, I see what you mean.
So I was like, oh, that was so funny.
Mm,
But they went at each other, and it was pretty lit.
I was gonna say something and my mind got off of it. I lost my train of thought.
Well, you were gonna talk about Daddy McMahon or what?
What was it gonna say? Oh, I lost it.
You lost. Go get it. Go find it.
Trying to find it. Oh, do you think John was an industry creation, or do you think he actually did we choose him, or was he actually just picked by Vince? Give me your honest
We
opinion.
chose him to an extent.
We chose him to an extent, or
Like
was
we
he just
chose
kind of?
him when he was heel.
I
When
guess
he was
so.
Dr. Thugonomics, that's when the people started to love him. But then, whenever he got made super babyface, slowly the people started turning on John Cena, because there was a point where it was just too much. It was just too much babyface. And then some people hated Super Cena because he was just champ all the time. It's like
Yeah.
either, what is the saying? You live long enough to become a villain or whatever.
You either die a hero,
Something like
or you
that.
live long enough to see yourself become a villain.
Yeah.
I guess that is sort of the
That's John
storyline they're
Cena.
going here.
He used to be the hero, and now he's the villain.
Mm. I
and
feel like
that was John Cena couldn't wrestle. He's always like he was like a Jey Uso. People were always telling like he didn't have enough moves in his arsenal and stuff like that.
oh, I guess that yeah. I did forget about the you can't wrestle up until Cody brought it up.
Because until Cody brought it up. Because when has somebody said that to Cody? No, because Cody's great in the ring. He's actually had
Oh,
lots of
Cody's
moves in
awesome.
the ring. But when you really think about it, back then John Cena was just kind of do attitude adjustment, little STF, a little. It was just
Five
simple
knuckle
stuff.
shuffle.
Yeah, 5 knuckle shuffle. He didn't really get on the top rope. He didn't do no
Mhm.
hurricanranas, and whenever he did, once in a while, everybody, oh, wow, he does that. He wasn't really super amazing in the
Yeah, but
ring.
when someone doesn't get up on the top rope that often, whenever they do it, it does make
But
those moments a lot
yeah,
bigger.
but it doesn't take away from how great John Cena was, because John Cena is the best, the goat, the best ever. And when you look back and think of like the best ever, Stone Cold Steve Austin is one of the best ever, and he did not wrestle very good either. He didn't have no
No.
crazy moves in the ring, but he's one of the best ever. It's just about how you can get your character over.
Mm. Is Cody worthy enough to bury John Cena, though, is the question. Is he the
Bury
worthy
him
one to
like
put
beating
John
him
Cena in the ground? Yeah,
right now, yes, because
right
he's the
now.
man. He carries the company.
That's
Like
true.
Randy said, Cody Rhodes actually single-handedly changed the industry. He changed the wrestling industry, and thanks to him, a
The
lot of these
moment he comes to
wrestlers are
WWE,
getting paid.
oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Cody Rhodes, I feel like he should have like a WWE Hall of Fame just for like all the stuff he did backstage with like politics wise and
Like
business
he
wise,
got
you know what I'm
treated,
saying?
he didn't get, he got treated horribly by Vince and Kid and McMahon. He got to the point where he was doing Stardust, which like, was embarrassing for him. But he did. He
Stardust.
always went all out, and he even got that over to some point. Because I remember liking Stardust whenever I was young.
It was a very slim amount of time. It was a slim amount of time, but he kind of started
But
to
then
grow on people.
he knew he had to do it, and he left. And that's scary for somebody that's been in WWE their whole life. Ever since he was young, it was like he was around that kind of stuff. It was always
Yeah.
WWE. He didn't had nothing else in his mind. He wanted WWE. That's what he wanted. He wanted to be world champ one day, and he had to leave. And back then, there was no other big company he could go to. He had to go out there on the indies, and started from the bottom, and then he got where he is now. He had to reinvent himself. He had to change his whole character. He went so far. He dyed his hair. He got the neck tattoo and everything. And one day he's like, you know what? All these stars in the indies, we need to create our own show. And that's where
Mm-hmm.
All In became a thing. And then AEW,
AEW.
and then Tony Khan, and then they had that big, I think it was AEW All In. That's what they called it, where they did an
Yeah.
arena show, and for the first time ever, an indie show like sold out an arena. And then it just
Dang.
became AEW. And what does he do? He goes back home. He comes back to
What
WWE.
didn't they call him though? Didn't wasn't it Vince that called him to come back
Well,
though?
yeah, because it got to the point where Cody just decided he didn't want to renew his contract. He was kind of because he was tired of AEW in a way. Like he was doing too much like behind the scenes because he used to be like the head of creative or something like that, or
Yeah.
the producer, something like that in AEW. So he was like too much work. He just wanted to be a wrestler. He was kind of
Yeah.
tired of the behind the scenes stuff, and I think he was just taking a break. And then Vince McMahon called him and was like, "Hey, you would be interested?" And like
Didn't he show up at his
he
house?
flew out to Atlanta, yeah, and he had dinner with
Yeah.
Cody, and they talked, and he brought him back. One of the biggest returns ever, changed the industry for ever, and it's actually good. And I hope AEW stays in business because of that. We get better TV. These guys get paid. There's so many more options. They're competing against each other. So the product, who's going to put out the better product? And that's good for us, the fans.
Obviously, because WWE and TKO got to stay on their toes now. They got to keep an eye on what AEW's doing.
Because we lived through when WWE was the only company. And you know how bad it can get.
Yeah.
Dude, Roman Reigns got dog food thrown at him.
Let's not bring that back. Let's not bring that
You
time
see
back
how
up,
bad it
dude. That was
was? You
horrible.
see how bad it was?
Like that. I think the fans got secondhand humiliation
So
just from watching that.
we all gotta realize what Cody Rhodes actually did for the wrestling industry. Give the
Let's
man
all
some
acknowledge
respect.
instead of Roman Reigns. Let's acknowledge Cody Rhodes.
Acknowledge Cody Rhodes. What? Cody Rhodes for
Yeah,
Tribal Chief? Is he part
Cody
Samoan?
Rhodes for Tribal Chief. No, I don't think he is. Oh,
But that's enough Cody Rhodes talk, huh?
I don't know, dude. I think we could talk about Cody Rhodes all night long.
Why are we turning into Cody Rhodes Glazers? ¿Qué pedo?
That took a 180, didn't it?
What are you gonna? Who do you want to win at WrestleMania, John or Cody?
I really want John to get that 17th time world champion. But after this discussion we just had about Cody Rhodes, I want Cody to win.
Oh no,
This
not again.
conversation just changed my mind.
Not again. You know, it's like last year when we were super Cody Rhodes fans, huh?
Yeah, yeah.
Honestly, I
You
don't
just
know.
reminded me everything Cody Rhodes did, and it's crazy. And so
Finished.
you just made me love him even
That's
more.
why the finish the storyline is one of the best ever in WWE history, man. It was so good. You had to overcome The Rock and Roman.
Now he has to overcome John Cena.
But yeah, exactly. And it feels like there's something missing. Just John Cena? We're just gonna have a regular match 1-on-1? Nah, there's gotta have
No.
something else up their sleeves. And it can't
Have
be.
they?
It has to be some sort of stipulation. It can't just be no regular normal match.
What if it is just a regular normal match though?
Well, then I'm gonna be disappointed because then maybe we won't see anything crazy.
I feel like The Rock has to be there.
I feel like they
like
need
he
to
has
put
to
Stone
show
Cold
up.
Steve Austin as special guest referee. Hey, Stone Cold is gonna be there for the weekend, so there's actually hope this time that we hear the glass break, man.
But I don't feel. I feel like it's not gonna hit as well just because The
Because you
Rock
know he's
hasn't
gonna be
shown
there.
up.
Oh, okay.
That and because The Rock hasn't shown up. Like The Rock hasn't been a part of the storyline so much as he was last year. So like, unless he does show up these next two, or at least the one before, and does something absolutely wild, but as if he's not a part of the storyline, I feel like it's just not gonna hit the same. Obviously, seeing him is still gonna be exciting, but
Yeah, it's messed up
storyline wise,
that
it's
Rock
not gonna
hasn't
hit.
showed up because maybe we say we don't need the Rock, but it all started at Elimination Chamber. This whole storyline started with the Rock, so it's kind of crazy
Yeah.
how he's not involved at all. He hasn't been brought up.
John Cena hasn't mentioned him once, like
Travis
working with
Scott
him.
hasn't showed up. Travis Scott literally
Travis
slapped the bejesus out of Cody.
Travis Scott. I don't even know what he was doing in that ring, dude. You know, watching him doing that stuff to Cody was just funny.
But yeah, buddy, you know what I'm saying. You don't want to know what to do.
Triple H spit with the water. Come on.
What?
Give us the Triple H spit with the water.
At Vegas. In Vegas on the Strip.
In front of the Las Vegas sign.
Yeah. Oh, we got to take a picture there this time. I've never actually taken a picture at the Welcome to Las Vegas sign.
Mm. What else you want to talk about? What else you got? We haven't really talked about the Street Profits.
Nah, who wants to talk
Although
about
their match
them?
wasn't that amazing.
He wants to talk about them, you know what I'm saying?
Well, all right. If you ain't got nothing else, I guess we can move on then.
Well, what else? There's really not like huge topics to talk about, really.
Not
We
really.
talked about, El Grande Americano will show up next week in his hometown.
Well, we didn't talk about that. We just kind of mentioned him.
The New Day? Oh, yeah, the New Day fought against. Hey, we got a new tag team, so we can maybe start cooking the tag team division up in the Raw, man. We got the new Catch Republic is back. Tyler Bate.
Public is
Man, that
back.
guy's crazy. He's so, like, ripped. You see those legs?
He's good in the ring, dude. I forgot how good he was.
He looks so. I think he looks so much better with the short hair.
I honestly think he could be a singles guy. I don't think he needs Butch.
Nah, we need tag teams.
We do need tag teams, I guess.
The singles mid card is already kind of stacked right now in Raw.
How many times has the War Raiders shown up on TV since getting the titles?
Not very much.
Not very much.
But now you can see that the War Raiders will kind of be involved with the New Day, New Catch Republic. I'm sure we'll get American Made involved and maybe LWO. Like, we're going to start seeing something get cooked on Raw.
I hope they can just build this tag division up like they did SmackDown.
Hopefully that starts cooking. But you know one thing that's not cooking?
What?
AJ Styles versus Logan Paul. I feel
Oh
like they're
yeah,
just doing that just so Logan has a match at WrestleMania, but the storyline's not there, man. This is a not a
this is
good
a weak ass
story.
story.
It's a weak. The only cool
I
thing
feel
that happened was the pulverizer from Logan to AJ. That's a sick finisher.
polarizer. Getting to see AJ in the ring at all anymore. I love seeing AJ in the ring. He's good.
No, AJ is a monster in the ring, and Logan is too. So I'm sure they're gonna have a great match because they can pull out some crazy moves. But the story is just like not there. They're just
Like
having a match to have a match. But it's at
this,
WrestleMania.
this promo wasn't even that good, dude. This promo didn't even really get me into it.
No, I don't even know why Logan shut up. They didn't do real much.
Mm,
Other than the crowd just going at him. That wanker.
that wanker.
You bloody
I
wanker.
honestly, Logan is good in the ring, but he's kind of overrated within WWE right now.
Overrated.
He's a little overrated right now.
Overrated.
Be honest.
Overrated.
Be honest. Right now, in this very moment of time, what does he bring to the company, really?
Views, social media views.
Yeah, but
He's a heel.
they got John Cena. They got The Rock. They could use
I
them. They don't need
like
Logan.
Logan Paul.
Okay. I don't know what that is, but okay. Anything else you got before we end it?
What else?
That's it, dude. There ain't
Naomi
much going on.
and Jade Cargill.
Oh yeah, we're forgetting about so much stuff, bro.
No, well, it was because they didn't really do much. I'm not gonna be lying. I'm not gonna lie. Naomi
I
had
know
a
that promo Naomi did,
no.
the video.
That's only the good thing that came out of that was Naomi in that video promo.
Yeah, but I don't think even that storyline's really hit. SmackDown is really slacking right now.
I forgot about that match. Honestly, it
What
should be a
match?
good one. Naomi versus Jade.
It should be a good one.
But I want to see some crazy stipulation added to that. But we'll see. Will heal Naomi.
It's gonna be some type of no rules.
But it was interesting. You know, it made me think that Charlotte could become champ because they had a Jade versus Charlotte stare down. And I was like, what if Charlotte becomes champ and then Jade's coming after Charlotte?
That was just to see what kind of reaction the crowd would have, so they could see if they would it be potential there in the future.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we always say that.
It's true though. They didn't do it with for certainty, like yes, this is gonna be a thing. They just did it to see what kind of reaction the crowd would have.
Mm-hmm.
For sure, for sure,
Yeah,
for sure.
I got you.
For sure, for sure, for sure, buddy.
All right. Well, other than that, yeah, I don't really have anything unless you have something. I don't really have something.
No, I don't really have anything else.
What else?
I mean, we're gonna have Lyra next week versus Bailey, but
which is decent.
we've seen that before. It's decent. It's not bad. Rhea, we talked about. Chad Gable, we talked about. Do you think it's going to be a triple threat versus Jacob Fatu, Strowman, and LA Knight at WrestleMania?
Yeah, that's a lot of triple threats.
Or do you think Solo's going to be involved in it somehow?
I want
You're
Solo
getting your
to
wish. You want all the triple
I
threats.
just want Solo and Jacob to already turn on each other and just destroy each other. I wanted Solo Jacob WrestleMania, but I don't think that's gonna happen now because we don't have time. And then next week we have the last man standing between Braun and Jacob Fatu. So I don't know what's gonna happen, honestly. And LA Knight, I feel like he's probably gonna get a championship match at WrestleMania. He's gonna defend his belt. So should it be LA Knight just versus Jacob? And then Jacob wins, and then maybe we get a turn from Solo afterwards, so we can have a big storyline going on in SmackDown. I don't know. Tama Tonga is not doing much. Tonga Loa is coming back till the summer. What do we got? From your boy.
I think
Yeah.
I honestly think Jacob and LA should have a one-on-one. And then Solo get jealous and turn on him.
If it's LA Knight versus Jacob, I think Jacob's winning at WrestleMania.
I think it's time for Jacob to win. I actually would rather him have like a world title, but I guess I'll settle for the U.S. one right now.
You gotta chill. We gotta we gotta have some monsters in the mid card scene, so the mid card scene could look good too.
That's why you got Solo there and Braun Strowman.
Solo, dude, I feel bad for Solo.
Why?
Because now they don't really got nothing for him. The only thing he really had going was when he was part of the Bloodline storyline, and now there's like nothing for the guy.
Mm.
The only thing that can happen is Jacob versus Solo, but I feel like Jacob should be the one to go over in that series. So.
Oh yeah. Solo had his time in the spotlight. Jacob needs his time in the spotlight now.
Yeah.
Anyway, we'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see. We'll let Triple H cook, I guess.
Papa H.
Anything else you can come up with?
Nah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, moving on to the top 10 must-see attractions for next week. To recap last week's list, we had at the number 10, Randy/KO, 9, Penta Braun Finn Dom, 8, Jay Gunther, 7, Naomi Jade, 6, SmackDown Tag Division, 5, Solo Jacob, 4, El Grande Americano, 3, OTC Punk Seth Rollins, 2, Rhea Io Bianca, 1, John Cena and Cody Rhodes. John Cena and Cody Rhodes were obviously keeping it top.
Obviously, they're number one in my heart.
I feel like
It's
the men's
Jay
triple threat.
Gunther.
What? At the number 2? I was gonna put them at like the number 4.
Because maybe next week.
That's what I was gonna do.
Maybe next week he will talk about the favor because they left on a cliffhanger.
Honestly. And then I was gonna do the women's triple threat.
So move them down one.
Yeah.
And then Jay Gunther.
Yeah. Yeah. And then Jay Gunther.
And then
IC belt situation with Braun, Penta, and them.
yeah, that's fine.
IC belt. IC belt chaos, I guess we'll call it. I don't know. Number 6. You want to move Naomi and Jade up one?
Do we?
Or do you want to leave them at the number 7?
Let's actually include Charlotte and Tiffy. We didn't even have them on the list from last week.
Yeah. We'll do Charlotte and Tiffy here. Charlotte/Tiffy. Then leave Naomi and Jade.
No. Jacob Fatu versus Braun Strowman.
Draco.
Yeah, you know what I mean. Or what does he do? He did like the little roll of the last episode.
He does it so well, dude. Don't ask me to read to know what I mean.
What I mean.
I'm gonna have to listen to it and practice it like 100 times, probably.
2.
El Grande Americano.
Gracias.
We'll see him again next week, apparently.
El Grande Americano, that's third.
Number 9.
Damien and Drew.
Oh yeah, Damien and Drew.
And Randy KO or Jade and Naomi. For the number 10, which one do you want? Randy and KO didn't do anything.
I feel like Jade and Naomi did a little better this week.
Yeah, because Randy didn't do shit. He got involved with Cody instead of KO.
Yeah. All right. Are you happy with that list?
Yeah, buddy. I'm here. Let's get it going. You know what I'm saying.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. Top 10 must-see attractions for next week. At the number 10, we got Jade, Cargill, and Naomi.
Well, number 9, we got the king of the streets, Damian Priest, in the Scottish Word, Drew McIntyre.
Number 8, we get El Grande Americano. Gracias.
And at the number 7, we have Jacob Fatu and Braun Strowman in their last man standing match next week.
Number 6, Charlotte and Tiffany. This storyline is finally starting to cook.
And at the number 5, we got the IC Belt Chaos. Will we get a Fatal 4-Way at WrestleMania? Will we get a 6-man at WrestleMania? I don't know what's going on, but it's chaotic right now.
A 6-man? What? Number 4, Jay and Gunther. Let's all say a big thank you to Jimmy for saving this storyline.
Big Jim.
Big Jim.
And at the number 3, we got the EST, Bianca Belair. And Io Sky is official for WrestleMania. But will the Rhea get involved again?
Obviously. Number 2, we got the OTC. CM Punk and Seth freaking Rollins. We have still yet to know what that favor is.
And at the number 1...
Oh, gosh.
We got the no dick in the jorts, John Cena, and the guy that created a company and left, Cody Rhodes. Will John Cena show up again, or is he done? Is he a part-timer again, or will he show up?
No.
Is Cody Rhodes the man, or is he not the man?
John's got to retaliate.
Is the final boss coming? I don't know.
Is Travis Scott coming?
Stay tuned to Netflix on Raw, and you won't regret it. Yeah, know what I mean?
I was hoping. I was in my mind. I was like, "Come on, you got to do it." My mind. I was like, "Come on." All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is our top 10 must-see attractions for next week. We thank you and love you, and Stavo is going to hit us off with the ending.
Yeah, know what I mean. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning in to Forever Wrestling Podcast, episode 43. 43, that is crazy. Anyways, thanks so much for tuning in. You know, we're on the road to WrestleMania 41. Maybe it's not hitting like it was last year, but hey, stay tuned. We got 3 weeks left, so maybe at some point this season, it's going to hit like it did last year.
Hopefully they give us something crazy right at the ending.
But we're only a couple weeks away, and, you know, we're going to be there, so stay tuned for the content. Y'all check out the Instagram, the TikTok, the X. Just follow us on all of our socials. You know what to do. And if you haven't liked us already on wherever you're listening to us, do it. And if you haven't followed, do it as well. If you haven't subscribed, do it as well. You know what I mean?
Love, hate. We take it all.
But that's going to be it from us. And that's me signing out. El Enemigo, peace out. I love you. I hate you.
God bless.